Do you know what drives that thing you do? Have you ever noticed yourself doing something over and over, especially when things don't go your way? At AspireVue, we call it that thing I do. It's the unique way that each of us responds to unmet needs or challenging situations, often without even realizing it. True insight begins with understanding these internal patterns and the ways that we automatically react to meet our needs and defend ourselves when we feel threatened. Hi, I'm Dr. Larry Kuhn. I'm a psychologist, and in my clinical and coaching work, I've met many people who believe themselves to have a solid grasp on why they do what they do. It seems that everyone shares a common tendency to look for simple answers, searching for cause and effect, thinking that there's probably one clear reason behind every action that I do or that you do. For years, psychology focused on the idea that our behaviors are direct responses to specific triggers. But over time, we've come to understand that behaviors aren't just reactions. They're often learned, goal-directed, there's a reason why we do them, and shaped by layers of experience and conditioning. Imagine this. When something triggers us, a comment, an obstacle, a disappointment, without insight, our natural reaction seems immediate. But, as Viktor Frankl once said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and freedom. I love that. This space is where true insight lives. It's a space full of underlying needs, values, beliefs, emotions, and even urges that influence that thing I do. For people with insight, it's not just the trigger and a reaction. Insight notices everything that's happening within us leading up to our response. Understanding this cascade of internal factors does give us a choice and a chance to observe our patterns and consciously and with intention decide how we want to respond. When we explore and recognize our own responses, we start to see two fundamental questions emerging in every challenging situation. Number one, how will I get my needs met? And number two, what's that thing that I do when I don't get my needs met? These are the questions that lead to real insight. So how do we start unpacking these patterns? It begins with seeing our own responses clearly and then exploring them further in our relationships with others. In our next video, we'll dive deeper into the patterns of that thing I do within the context of relationships and help you gain some insight into how you interact with others. This video is part of AspireVue's Insight series, offering quick, impactful tips to boost self-awareness and effectiveness. To dive deeper, explore our free assessments and watch more videos to build your insight and impact. Remember, understanding that thing I do is just the beginning. Subscribe to our channel and join us on this journey to uncover greater insight together.